So we've got an array of different clamping options, and these help with different applications. So firstly, with our standard FS clamps, we've got these in 120, and they'll just go up underneath the rail, and then we can wind that up to lock it up from both ends. That's also available in a 300mm clamp for when we're working with deeper material or want to clamp thicker material together. And for something that's a little bit faster, we've got our fast fix clamps, which again position in the same way, but just crank up a lot quicker rather than having to wind them up. So they add a little bit more speed to it. Where we're wanting to work from one end, we've got a fixed clamp at one end, and we've got this rapid clamp that we can fit this end, and all we do with that is just crank it up. That'll put pressure onto that and hold the guide rail in place, and then when we want to release it, all we do is we just push this lever here. So to fit that, just fits into that side of the rail, and then our trigger will just fit into the other side. Then we can locate that onto the material, bring that one into place, move this one up into position, lock it, and then we can clamp it using that and release it. So that way we're only working from one end with the rail, so that's another quick type of clamp we can use. When we've got sealed material like melamine, laminate, anything like that, some of these things aren't great to clamp to because you can mark them. So that's where we can use the Gecko Clamp, and the Gecko Clamp by itself, it just works on suction. So it's got a 50 kilo rating, so that way we can move material with it, etc. But it also works when we use the adapter, and we lock that one up. And then we've got the adapter sitting on there with this. This goes into our little rebate on the rail. So we just pop that into the side. That'll work up onto the rail, and then we can take the movement out of it just by tightening these screws here. So we can have it so that we can still move the rail in and out if we go into different angles and that type of thing. If we want to lock it in the one position, we can lock it down there, and then line our position up where we want to cut. Just put pressure on that, and that'll hold the guide rail in place while we do our cut. Lift it off, and that'll hold the rail all in one. So these are an overview of the clamps for the FS guide rail system.